Now, class 6, Radiant Readers, chapter 8. Dasu 2. At last the little party came to the lower hills. At last the little party came to the lower hills, which were covered with trees and grass. Covered with trees and grass. There where tracks became wider and walking was much easier. Walking was much easier. One night they camped on a narrow ridge between the two valleys. The animals were unloaded and a round wall was made, by building up the bags of borax, In the middle of the circle, Hatukatu's family pitched their tents and settled down to cook their evening meal, while all the other animals, they grazed peacefully, a fox on the green grass around them. As soon as it was dark, the sheep was driven into the shelter and the donkeys were hobbled nearby. For the Tibetans knew that if the animal strayed, it would almost certainly be carried off by a tiger if an animal strayed outside, almost carried by a tiger or a leopard. Hatukatu and his parents were tired after their day's march. So they went to bed early. About midnight, Hatukatu was wakened by Dasu, who kept pushing his cold nose against by boy's neck. The Hatukatu was awakened by Dasu. "What's the matter, Dasu?" he asked sleepily. Hatukatu asked, "What's the matter, Dasu?" The dog was listening eagerly by some sound which seemed to come to like an echo from the valley. As Hatukatu listened too, he heard the sudden sharp cry of a deer quite close by. "It is nothing, Dasu, go to sleep," said Hatukatu by lying down again. Still Dasu was ill at ease. He whimpered and prowled about Hatukatu's tent. At last he crawled out of the tent and stood outside. He stood outside, and among the munching sheep and goats, they too were uneasy. The great watchdog chained across the opening of the sheep pen, and standing, the watchdog was chained across the opening of the sheep pen, and standing up and glaring straight into the darkness of the night. Suddenly, with a heavy crashing of the bushes, the stripped body of a tiger leapt into the pen and seized a fat lamb. The watchdog strained at his rope and until he broke loose. Then he ran for safety. The other dogs set up a frightened howling, but the sheep and goats were silent with terror. At the sudden noise, Hatukatu, who was lying only half asleep, sat up and rubbed his eyes. The boy missed Dasu from his tent, so he ran out to see what had happened. A sound of angry snarling came from the tiger, who held the poor lamb under one of the giant paws. "It is a tiger," gasped the boy. Without thinking of what he was about, Hatukatu sprang towards the big animal, waving his arms widely. He hoped to scare him off, but the tiger was old forever. Old and very fierce. The tiger was old and very fierce. Now page 36, and had no intention of being scared away by a small boy. Now then, as the Hatukatu stopped waving his arms, the tiger eyes gleamed wickedly. So, up till this, okay. Now next day, the other I will explain. Thank you very much.